And I think the challenge that we are going through in Azerbaijan and other countries in the world is that challenge of tolerance and acceptance, and the fact that even if you disagree with the state, you should be given the chance to operate, you should be given the chance to do what you need to do. And I think that those are some of the issues that are of concern.
Azerbaijan is one of the most jailing countries for political prisoners. We have about 130 political prisoners now. The list is growing because the cases are being verified and documented slowly. So I'm in the group that documents and verify the cases, and now we have about above 130 cases already documented. A lot of people who have lost their jobs and were subject to detention and arrest after the opposition rally just for attending it. And well, it doesn't prevent Azerbaijani government to say that there is all freedoms are observed in Azerbaijan. People enjoy their freedoms and all the rights are observed. Azerbaijani government keeps lying to international organizations about the situation in the country and keeps preventing independent human rights organizations from documenting and from reporting on the cases.
Last year, in 2016, there were 33 physical attacks against media workers and journalists. That's just one figure. And last week we marked 12th anniversary of the murder of a very high-profile investigative journalist, Elmar Husseynov, whose case Emin also mentioned, who was shot dead in 2005, 12 years back, and his murder remains unsolved. And he was a high critic of the government. He was very, very critical of the government.
But what we have observed is that the situation is going to be even worse. The government of Azerbaijan released high-profile political prisoners because they wanted to have financial assistance because they are facing economical challenges. But in the other hand, they cannot free the civil society, they cannot free the media, they cannot free the political prisoners because they see civil society as a threat for their existence. So the real indicator of the real human rights situation in Azerbaijan is the number of political prisoners. I am representing NIDA civic movement, which is the, I would say, only independent and progressive and critical youth movement in Azerbaijan. That's why NIDA has been one of the main targets of the government. So since 2013, when NIDA involved in organization of peaceful protests, mass peaceful protests, the government started to imprison, to harass, to persecute the members of NIDA. The report by Special Rapporteur on Human Rights Defender is a solid ground that UN can take action against the human rights violations in Azerbaijan. So we here encourage UN to create new mechanisms to stop ongoing oppression in the country.
Government of Azerbaijan, we value the importance of the report. However, when it comes to the substance of the report, our position is that it is biased, it is one-sided, and that we reject this report. Instead of getting to university and to studying, to getting knowledge, he was sitting in the corridors of his brother's office, which is called Institute, though it is represented by 1 or 2 persons. And this is how he spent his time. This poor guy is a typical representative of a Facebook generation to whom the real world and the vision of the world is shrink to the size of his smartphone screen.
We don't put difference between intelligent and non-intelligent political prisoners, and the Azerbaijani government doesn't do so as well, because we know that intellectual Ilgar Mammadov, who has excellent excellent background, educational and political background, is also in prison, and he was subject to physical violence, and his 2 teeth have been broken by the prison deputy chief. So this is not the conversation we want to hear. We want to hear a constructive dialogue between the government and human rights defenders. I think that the international organization should develop a new strategy of building a new kind of dialogue, when Azerbaijani government will be responsible for what it says and will be held responsible for what it does inside the country.